We are live with Lunch Break Live Vegan Coach Kylie. Let's get cooking.
Hi, everybody. We're going to make some vegan tacos today. Here's our beautiful produce that I've cut up. I thought that'd be a nice way to start off today. So we're going to use these vegan plant-based Sunburgers. The ingredients are amazing. Sunflower seeds, cooked brown rice, black beans, some seasonings, real food, right? So sometimes you get the packaged things and they're not very healthy necessarily. This is actually a great option that's convenient and is not healthy, or is healthy. Online, it's not healthy. It is healthy. So kind of reading the back of your packages is really important. It's what I help people do as a health coach. So I'm trying to show you something I do at home that's super easy and super tasty. They come in these little individual packets. And we're going to turn on our burner right here. Take this guy off. I have a huge pan here. I like to have room. And we're going to open this guy up and literally just like squish him in here. Can you see? Can you see? It's hard to see, huh?
We can definitely see what you're doing. This is so exciting. We got Vegan Coach Kylie here in the kitchen. Lunch Break Live. Take it away.
I'm so happy to be back. Thank you guys for having me again. Hopefully you enjoyed the last one. We're trying some actual cooking and not just blending and chopping today. So we're going to set that guy aside. And while these guys are going, they're a little frozen still. So I'm going to let them kind of start to cook down a little bit so I can break them up. I'm going to go ahead and cover it. And then I'm going to turn on my back burner so that I can heat up my tortillas. So at the same time, you want to be doing this and kind of keeping an eye on both, multitasking a little bit. I like to look at the back of my ingredients for my tortillas as well. I'm an ingredient reader. These are from my local farm stand. They're homemade, just made out of corn. So I'm going to throw one on there. And if you can't really see in the back, I'm going to go ahead and lift it up so you can see. This is called a comal. It's a cast iron pan that you can use to heat up your tortillas. If you like your tortillas to have a little bit more char on them, you can do them straight on your burner. So I'm going to back up right here, turn this guy on and show you that one. The thing about this is you don't want to just leave it and not do anything, right? So you want to kind of be watching and flipping. And if you have never done this before, it might be better to do the comal. But with this one, it's a little bit faster sometimes too. So, but you do want to keep an eye on it. And sometimes if you're distracted, you might get little burn marks. So that's for those who want to take the advanced taco making course.
That's awesome. Okay, Kylie, this is so exciting. Now, what makes you love having these burgers into tacos? That's such an original idea. Take it away.
You know what? I just was really an ingredient reader for the first few years after I went vegan. And when I found these, I thought I never really bought them with the intention of having them as burgers. They're a Southwest flavor. They make different flavors of this brand. So they're a Southwest flavor, and with all the seasonings that they have in them, I just thought, I'm going to turn that off so I don't burn myself. I just thought, why not kind of heat them up and ground them down to like look like a ground beef, but obviously not be ground beef because we don't eat that here. So it was an idea I had from the beginning. I just liked the ingredients and I thought, how can I use this product that seems to be a good, healthy product? And, you know, the answer I came up with is make some tacos, because isn't that always the answer?
Amazing. And I see there's brown sunflower seeds and cooked brown rice and just a bunch of spices in there. It's very clean. Now, for your clients that you work with as a coach, what kinds, like if somebody's transitioning to plant-based, what do you say to them to get started? Take it away.
Someone's transitioning. So, actually, a lot of the times I ask people what their favorite foods are already, and then I will take those and I'll veganize them for the people and send the recipes over. So we kind of create custom documents between different clients and me. And I help them to kind of not feel like the shift is really big. Like, let's find a way to make something you already like eating. Like if you like to eat pizza, let's find a healthy pizza option that you can make at home and you don't feel like you're going vegan, then you can't have pizza ever again, right? One thing I like about this recipe is I tend to do better without oil in my diet. I have had skin problems, and that's what got me to go vegan in the first place, is because I had cystic acne all over my face. And I've noticed that going vegan has helped a lot, but also going oil-free really helped me. So I like this recipe because I can heat this up and make something delicious and cooked. And it doesn't have to be a fully raw meal to be a healthy meal, but it also is oil-free and satisfying. So that's nice. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys kind of what's going on in here. I've broken it up. Hopefully you can see it. I've broken it up into little pieces, and you want to have it like on a medium, probably burner. I had it a little higher because I wanted to go a little faster for you guys, so you don't have to sit here and watch me do this. But you can kind of slow play it too. I'm going to go ahead and take this guy and flip him. So as you can see, you're just kind of doing both, right? And this guy's about done. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the meat, the burger. And I'm going to take my other taco here. And we're going to go ahead and just start building already. Actually, let's keep our comal on because we can keep heating our tortillas if we want to be crazy and make more than 2. This recipe usually makes, I used 2 of the burgers. It usually makes about 6 to 8 tacos, depending on how much of the burger that you use. So maybe enough for 2 people. I don't know. Some people only eat like 2 tacos. I eat 6 at a time, 4 at a time. I like to have my tacos. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this beautiful Miyoko's that I wish it hadn't been opened, but it has because I can't resist Miyoko's cheese. So it's not as pretty because I already got into it. But it's the scallion flavor. I'm literally going to take a knife and just put some right in the middle here. Now you can do, if you don't have Miyoko's or you don't like Miyoko's, you can do all different kinds of vegan cheeses, whatever you like. You can blend up your own cashew cheese or something and maybe drizzle it on the top. But I found that this is really easy and also helps the burger to kind of stick in the taco because since it's oil-free, it's not very like sticky and fatty. So it helps it kind of stick. So you're just putting a little bit, spreading it right in the middle. And I just like the fun flavors that she does. So I got the scallion. I use it in all kinds of stuff, obviously, since it's already open.
Looks amazing. Now we have a couple of people asking about, can you show us the box of the burger one more time, if you don't mind? Because they're asking, what's in the pan? Thank you so much. Yep.
It gives me a chance to cook another tortilla. So here's the box. I found mine at Clark's Nutrition. I'm in the Inland Empire in Southern California. I don't think Clark's Nutrition is anywhere else except for in Southern California. So if you go to like your local health food store or even look up Sunshine Burgers online, then maybe you can order that way or find like where they're located in your area, because it is a little bit harder to find. They used to have it at my Sprouts and then they stopped having it. So now I have to go to Clark's to get it. But I love it so much that I do. And it's a Southwest flavor. There's the ingredients on the back. Sunflower seeds, rice.
Can you show us the actual product in the pan too? We'd love to see that up close. Thank you so much.
Here we are with my giant pan again. So we've kind of crumbled it down. It's a little dark. Let me see if I can get you. There you go. I'm right by a window, so I'm trying to cheat to the window so you can see it. And it's got little pieces of carrot that you can kind of see in there. And I just let them heat up enough to where they're not frozen anymore. And then as they're kind of defrosting, I take my little spoon and I just start smushing at them until they look more like ground beef, like what you would put in a taco. And they work really good for it. I've made this recipe for my parents who are not vegan. And my dad is like very vegan curious. And he mentions this recipe. He mentions all these different recipes that I've made when they come over. And he's like, can you make that thing again? So he mentioned this one to me. So I know it's good because he's a little bit, those non-vegans, it's hard to kind of please them sometimes because they're expecting things to be exactly like what they're used to. And I won't say that this is exactly like, a junk food taco, but it is delicious and it is satisfying. It gives you all the same flavors. And then you don't feel gross and you don't have a food baby. And like you just get to enjoy the food. So to me, it's even better than if you had like a junk food version.
Yes. And you are 100% vegan. You've been vegan for years. And we're talking about how to feed your family and friends that are in the process of transitioning, who are open to eating more plants on their plates. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting now. I love this because you could use any plant-based crumble or creation or an already created patty and just crumble it and put it into the pan. Never thought about that. Love it. Okay, back to you.
I'm going to go ahead and make a third taco because we're hungry today and we want it to be pretty and a full plate of deliciousness. So I'm just going ahead and repeating the process, putting my miyokos in the middle for something cheesy, something creamy, something for it to stick to. And then I'm going to put my last little bit here. I'm actually going to use this spoon because it's a little easier to get in there. And really, it depends on how much of this you like in there. Sometimes I'm kind of scant with it, and then I load up the veggies on top. And sometimes I'm like, I want it to feel really, hearty and meaty. So really just kind of what you like. So you can see now that they've got their meat in them. And we're going to go ahead and come over here and get our produce. So I have some chopped romaine. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit in each one. Kind of nestle them between each other, little friends here. There you go. Organic, beautiful produce. Right here down the street, there's a beautiful farm stand that I get a lot of my fruits and vegetables from. And I'm so grateful that I have it literally like a block away from me. So now I'm adding a little bit of chopped white onion. This is optional if you don't want to have bad breath or if you don't like onion or you don't want extra onion, that's okay. I just grew up doing this and it's funny because it's in the salsa, but I like to put the fresh stuff on top too. And then for fun, I also have these, I'm going to come closer so you can see them. These beautiful sliced radish moons. So I'm going to kind of decorate with those, get a little pink in there for fun. They're nice and thinly sliced. And it just adds a little bit of crunch, a little bit of visual interest. Not required, but it was something I had today. So I was like, why not? I see someone asking, do I add jalapenos? There's jalapenos in my salsa, but I have before chopped up raw jalapeno and put that on top. I've made my own salsa before. You can get the pickled jalapenos if you're into that kind of jazz. So whatever you like. Tacos, it's hard to do them wrong, I feel like. So here's my cute little salsa container shaped like a pepper. And this is salsa from that fruit stand. You can make your own if you want. It's just tomato, peppers, onion, lime juice, salt, cilantro, and you can pulse it in a blender or a food processor. I'm pretty sure that's what she does at this produce stand. So I don't want to dump water on my computer, so I'm being careful not to dump it. But I got these cute little containers and I couldn't resist using them. I did that thing. I don't know if anybody else does this, but I did that thing around Christmas where I was shopping and I found something that I wanted and I bought it for myself and wrapped it and put it under the tree. So I was like, thanks, honey. He was like, what is this?
Little gadgets and little bowls and things that inspire us in the kitchen to keep on going and keep on cooking. Now, I see a lot of fruit back there too. You love fruit. Is that right?
I am a fruit girl. I usually start most of my days with fruit or juice that's fruit-based. It gives me a lot of good energy. I like to run. So I start with juices. Actually, right now, I have my celery juice because I was preparing everything else. I usually have this a little earlier in the day. But I was preparing for you guys, and I had my lemon water, and then I wait about 20 to 30 minutes, and then I have a pure celery juice. This is probably 24 ounces. So I grabbed that as we were preparing, and here we are. I'm a big fan of really getting a lot of your real food, right? Fruits and vegetables. That's where you're going to get your healthy glow. You're going to be feeling good. You're going to have great energy, right? That's where healing comes from. So we added the salsa. Now, what else do we have? Oh, you know what else I have? It's so beautiful. This adorable tomato has little baby tomatoes in it. Could you just, I can't. Again, I bought it for myself. I bought all of these for myself for Christmas. Thank you, Santa. Now, again, you don't have to do this, but for some reason growing up, we always added extra onion and tomato. And my mom always put a little bit of salt and pepper on the tomatoes to bring the flavor out. So I've already chopped these up and I put some pink salt and some, fresh cracked pepper on top. And so I'm just going to throw some of those on there as well. I like the extra freshness, I like a real juicy taco. So that's why I'm wearing dark colors today, because if I was to be wearing white, there would be taco juice all down me. And that's just how it works, right? So I'm being preemptive with my clothing. In case I spill on myself, you won't be able to tell. And then, gosh, I think we're about to the final touches. Of course, you have to have beautiful avocados, which this is really for guacamole, but I was like, it's so cute. I just have to put my avocados in here. So I'm going to go ahead and scoop them out. I've already done the little hashtag avocado. And I want to put those on top, really however many that you can fit that you want. I don't feel like you could have too much avocado, but maybe. So I'm going to throw some of those in there on top.
That is one of the cutest things I've ever heard. I have to put it up. Hashtag your avocado.
Hashtag avocado. That's the shape, right? You do a little number sign.
Absolutely. I'm following.
Somebody said that. They were like, number sign this. They were like making fun of the person for not knowing hashtag. And the guy was like, number sign this, number sign that. We're like, oh no. Not in my generation. Okay, so you've got all those. And then you've got an option if you like extra spicy. I love Cholula. It is vegan. So you could put a little sprinkle of that on top if you wanted. I actually think the salsa that they use is pretty spicy because it's all fresh produce, but I'll be brave and I'll put just a little bit. And I like the kind of acidic, vinegary type of flavor that you get from this. It's very nostalgic for me, being a Southern Californian, to have Cholula. I used to put Cholula on everything growing up. So that's my preferred one. I know some people are like Tapatio people. Some people are Tabasco people. I'm a Cholula girl. So yeah. So, and then you've got these little beautiful limes, and I've cut them in basically 1 lime in 8 pieces. So I've cut it into the little wedge, and then I've cut each one in half so that they're these cute, pretty little ones. And that way you have just enough juice for each taco and no more, no less. So here's the finished product. Tacos.
Oh my gosh. Are you all drooling or what? We love you, Coach Kylie. Vegan Coach Kylie. You can find her over on Instagram, Facebook land, all over. Head over to where she has her offerings. Get some coaching. She's doing online. She's doing so much to give back to everybody out here to be healthier and happier in your life. What a great way to start the year. Thank you, Kylie. This is incredible. One more real close shot as we head out. Yes, making us all hungry, Tom. You're right. Thanks, everybody. And thanks again for joining us here on Lunch Break Live. We'll see you next time.
Bye.